Hello and welcome back to the podcast. We are officially in season 2 and we're so excited to be back. We took a little break, which kind of did fly by.
It did.
But we are still so excited to be back, and we have some very exciting things planned for the season, but also for this very first episode to set the tone really for this season going forward.
We're coming in hot.
We are. And with that being said, you can obviously see we are at Lollapalooza with a brand new set. And we are so excited because this year, although we did do a Lollapalooza episode last year, we didn't have any guests on. So surprise. We are doing that this year. And make sure you stay tuned and listen. We're not going to tell you guys who, but you will see who we have coming on. We're very excited about these artists, so definitely stay tuned for that. But also, to start season 2 off strong, we came out with another merch line, which is our concert collection. So I'm wearing one of the pieces here, but if you want to see the full collection, go to justalittleshadypodcast.com and check it out. We really took inspo from concert merch. So on the back of this tee, we also have like all of the episodes from season 1 listed out. So it looks like a tour date tee, but it's our version of
so
that.
So much cooler.
Yeah.
I would say that's much cooler than any tour date.
Okay.
Maybe.
Shade. And we are also excited because we have tote bags and new hats out.
I'm sorry for the yell, but like I'm really excited about the tote bags. Like I've not stopped talking about that. I think I've really overused the phrase since getting here yesterday. That's so fucking cute about everything.
Yeah, you have tended to do that.
It's very pink. It's very cute.
Like the set, which you're just living your fantasy right now.
I am.
But yeah, so we are super excited to make sure you check that out. Oh, somebody's bubble just flew in here. That's okay. We will just chug along because I'm sure we're going to have plenty of interruptions as we kind of did last year.
Always some kind of surprise.
Always something at Lala. But yeah, so we're very excited. Today we plan to see quite a few people.
We have a strong lineup starting us off. We have Noah Kahan, Jesse Murph, Diplo, and Billy tonight.
Yeah, so we are very excited. So Jesse Murph and Diplo actually just did a collab on a song called Heartbroken. They could do some crossing over here.
I'm hoping they do.
If they do, we will let you guys know because I'm very excited to see. And if they do, I wonder if she'll come out for him or the other way around.
Reverse.
We'll see.
I feel like she might come out during Diplo's set. I feel like
that would be really fun.
Will be like pulling some surprises tonight, and I think she might be one of them.
Yeah, no, that will be super fun. Also, though, speaking of surprise bringing out, Noah Kahan, recently blew up on TikTok
that he did.
For his song Dial Drunk, which everybody was in his comments, saying Folk Malone, like Post Malone, but the folk version of it.
I'm living for this.
I couldn't agree more, but also so much so that Post Malone saw it and actually did collab with him on the song and ended up putting out a version with him. So he has actually been bringing out Post for some of his shows, so that could also be a surprise guest thing that we get to see.
I'm really
and witness
hoping
here.
for that because I feel like Posty has a soft spot for festivals, for Lala specifically.
I think he just has a soft spot for everything. He's like the nicest, gets so excited and thankful to perform everywhere, so I could definitely see him doing something like that. And then today also marks the 5-year anniversary since
very
we
important
saw
anniversary.
Billie Eilish for the first time at Lollapalooza, which was in 2018.
Yeah.
And she was on a much smaller stage back then, but she did bring out Khalid, so she could do something crazy too tonight.
I feel like she will. I feel like it's going to be really hype. I feel like the ground's going to be shaken. There's going to be, hopefully some Barbie vibes.
Oh, 100%. Well, her song for the new Barbie movie has been going absolutely crazy. And I feel like the audience is going to go wild for it. But I also think it could be some really good vibes of like everyone's Barbie. Hi, Barbie.
We're all Barbies here.
Yeah. Especially with this new set. So, yeah, we are super excited. We came in yesterday and literally got straight to work putting this new set together. We could potentially adopt this set for the entire season.
So let us know.
Because
what you think. Really love this set. It would be a personal win of mine if we bring it back to the studio. So
yes,
please tell us. Please encourage it to I want to continue on.
So we will be back, and make sure you keep listening to hear what artists we have come on and what we've seen at the festival.
And some more surprises.
All right, we are at Lollapalooza Day 2. We definitely saw a lot of the people that we wanted to see yesterday. So successful Day 1. Hot Day 1, though.
Very hot, but I would say it's been one of my favorite Lollas thus far.
That's crazy. But yeah, so we definitely saw a lot of people yesterday. Starting off, we did see Jessie Murph. We caught the end of her set after recording a little bit. But we did not see Diplo. She did not end up bringing out Diplo like we had predicted.
Unfortunately not.
However, I went to an after show while Brittany couldn't hang.
I mean, that's to the concern of nobody.
But anyways, she came out with him at the after show to perform their song that we had mentioned, Heartbroken. So it was perfect. It literally sounded
I have no FOMO or
amazing.
Anything.
So yeah, Brittany did miss out on that one, but we were kind of right, I guess, with our prediction then.
Yes, I would give us a
little props. But then also we ended up seeing New Jeans, who was not in our plan. That was not in our original plan. But we ended up stopping by, and it was literally one of the best crowds I think we saw. People were literally, so they dance a lot when they perform.
Like a full-on performance, choreography,
literally how
everything.
We used to dance in a literal dance routine.
Yeah.
That was them. But the crowds kind of knew some of their dance moves a little bit.
They did. I was looking around, and the people around us, they were doing exactly what was being done on stage. And I was like, where did I miss the memo? I want to do this too. I wanted to get up there with some of their background dancers.
But yeah, so they were really good, and it was actually their first U.S. performance. So it's kind of cool that we got to be
we're part of something now.
And they're only going to get bigger from here. Their crowd was already pretty intense, but I feel like it's just going to get bigger from here. So that was cool.
It was really cool. I could not stop smiling during their entire performance. You can't help but smile.
Yeah, no, it was cool. And then we ended up going to Noah Khan after that.
A dream.
Again, very intense crowd. Pretty much knew all the words, I would say.
He needed to be on a bigger stage.
And yeah, you could almost say that his stage was not big enough for him because it was really overflowing over there, but definitely a good one to catch. I feel like we can predict right now that he will come back as a headliner.
Oh, absolutely. But you know what was wild with our predictions was we were talking about how he's referred to as Folk Malone. Yeah. He had some other comparisons for himself.
Yes, he compared himself to one of our favorites, Ed Sheeran. And then he also compared himself to Louis Capaldi, which is kind of interesting to think of him that way. I guess I never thought of it like that, but it is very much like a similar style, I think.
Yeah, very
with the lyrics and the
vibe.
It's very the vibe of it is kind of slower, so it's surprising to see such a big audience just getting into it, getting a little emotional, but it was definitely fun to see. And then our last show that we saw was Billie Eilish, which crazy performance. We talked about that we saw her 5 years ago, which, by the way, she mentioned how she was here 5 years ago and she was so happy to be back. And she was like, it was almost to the day, which I think it was literally to the day. But, and actually, though, Noah Khan was on the stage that Billie performed on 5 years ago.
I don't know if it's going to be 5 years before he comes back.
Yeah,
exactly. I hope it's not because he's incredible.
But seeing Billie, it was wild. The mayor of Chicago actually came out and introduced Billie's show.
Which I wonder if that's ever been done for a Lolla performance before, because
we've never seen the mayor of the city come to Lolla and announce. So that was pretty cool. She also debuted her Red Roots for the first time.
She had a whole story behind it. She was like, I did the green roots probably when she did Lala 5 years ago, it was meant to be short-lived. Then the plan was always red.
So the green that we all know and love her for was really never supposed to be a thing.
It was supposed to be red.
It was supposed to be red the whole time, but it was perfect timing for her to do it because she had her Chicago Bulls jersey on, which the colors are black and red, so perfectly matched her vibe. But yeah, and then she had Phineas, her brother, with her. She didn't bring out like any other special guests, but they did a lot together. The two of them kind of playing guitar back and forth. So that was really cool to see. A lot of people love her brother too, because he actually has his own music, and I think we've talked about
a superstar
that before. Yeah, so that was really cool to see. All in all, amazing performance. The other thing, though, that we saw during Billy's performance, obviously we said it was very hot yesterday, so some people in the crowd were getting like overheated and needed to get out. And we saw, if you've ever been to a festival, you probably already know this, but we just thought it was really smart. A lot of people around the person that needed to get out just took their flashlights on their phone and shook them, and the security all came right over immediately and saw what was going on. So just a tip, if you're ever going to a festival, that's something you can do. But yeah, and then today we have a couple artists we're gonna see. We are doing an interview today, so we're prepping a little bit for that, and you guys will hear that in a couple minutes. But we're gonna see Sueco today. We're gonna see Jessie Reyes, which I feel like we've talked about her before on the podcast a lot, but super excited to see that. I've been a huge fan for like a long time. And then I think we're finishing it off with Kendrick Lamar, which is going to be so
I'm really
sick.
hyped for that.
Yeah. He came out at the Super Bowl when we were there, so I kind of got to see a little glimpse of that, but I'm excited to see more today, so
should be good.
Yeah, looking forward to it, and stay tuned for our interviews. Today's episode is sponsored by Green Chef. Green Chef is a meal kit company with meal plans to fit every lifestyle. Starting back up season 2 and still attempting to plan a 2024 wedding, it's nice to have everything we need to make nutritionist-approved recipes packed with clean ingredients, and it's all delivered straight to our door. That's why I love Green Chef. Green Chef offers over 80 clean eating options, including calorie smart, plant-based, or just simply quick and easy options. You can choose from options like protein-packed, Mediterranean, or even gluten-free. On top of that, if you're anything like our household, going to the grocery store, you end up buying way more than you need to make your meals and end up wasting a bunch of food. But with Green Chef, you're reducing your food waste by up to 23% versus grocery shopping. So give the #1 meal kit for eating well a try and go to greenchef.com/shady50 and use code shady50 to get 50% off plus free shipping. That's greenchef.com/shady50 and use code shady50 to get 50% off plus free shipping. Thank you to Green Chef for sponsoring today's episode. All right, we are here with Sueco, who you guys may recognize from his viral videos on TikTok with his songs like Paralyzed, with over 100 million streams, which is wild.
Yeah, it's like 110 right now, I think, on Spotify.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm Sueco. Hi.
So we are super excited to have you. We just watched his show, which was absolutely wild. If you've never been to one of his shows, he crowd surfs and does mosh pits with the crowd. So
yeah, jump in. Well, the show isn't about me, it's about everybody else, right? It's about having that experience. And so I like to break that wall of like when you're watching a performance, like they're up on that stage and there's like that separation. I don't like that at all. I like being with the people.
Well, we definitely saw that firsthand today. And we were super impressed. It was awesome how the crowd just like, you'd be like, all right, now back up. They'd be like, okay, cool, no problem. Like, we'll let you go. We'll crowd surf you back to the stage, no problem. Yeah. They definitely worked with you well, so that was awesome to see. But we also know you from TikTok. We saw you did a interview with Billboard where you had some hidden talents that you discussed.
Some things you may or may not know about me.
Well, we thought they were interesting. One being, we talk a lot about AI on our podcast.
Okay, sick.
And we saw that you did a research lab with AI.
Yeah.
So what was that about?
Okay, so it was like 2016, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, 2016. And so like that was 7 years ago. Damn, that's a long time ago. It was 7 years ago. So like voice recognition software, like Siri, wasn't as good as it is now. Okay. So it's still kind of clunky, right?
Yeah.
And I was down in Puerto Rico running an eye tracking laboratory. So pretty much teenagers, everyone in Puerto Rico like speaks English and Spanish, right?
Right.
Like everyone, and how like people will talk is like in Spanglish to each other. It's like kind of both at the same time, right? And what I was doing, if you ask them, because there was no like school on saying what's the right way to speak Spanglish, right?
Yeah.
So if you ask them like what's the grammatical incorrect thing about this, they might like
not
know that it's wrong, but not be able to tell
what's
you
wrong with it.
Yeah, so it would show, I would hook up teenagers, they had like these glasses and it would track their eyes and it would just show sentences on a screen, and if they look at anything for like an extended period of time, it's their subconscious telling it
like what's wrong
it. And then that data got fed into an algorithm to teach voice recognition softwares how to understand Spanglish.
Okay, that's way like deeper than I thought it was gonna be. Like that's with everything, the glasses tracking everything. That's crazy.
What did you think it was going to be?
Well, we've just been hearing so much about like, especially with like artists, you can take a voice now and have AI just like basically replace them and sing it. So does that like worry you at all, or like
why would it worry me?
Well, I know that like a lot of artists are just like, oh, Ariana Grande can sing any song now because of AI, or like, you know what I mean? And people are saying we should fear it. It's going to replace jobs.
I don't know. I think the thing with any technology, especially in like a creative space, it just makes it so more people can use it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's going to be good art.
Yeah.
So it's going to be the intention behind it that wins.
Yes.
Like even with something like auto-tune or whatever, anyone can kind of get on a microphone almost. It's like what you're saying though, and it's like the feeling of it. It just opens the floodgates. Even something like BandLab on your phone. Dude, people are making hits on their phone.
Yeah, no, it's crazy the way technology has gone, but we just seen a lot of things of like, you should fear AI or whatever, so we've been talking a little bit about that on here. But you have these hidden talents that people didn't really know about. Do you have any other hidden talents that you can share with our listeners?
Ping pong. I just did a interview playing ping pong.
We saw
that was pretty
that.
good.
We watched
Hit
that.
a couple back and forths. I only fumbled the ball a couple times.
We were impressed.
Just saying.
That was impressive. I can barely play as it is, so doing an interview and doing that. We were also watching your TikToks where you do like random acts of kindness for people.
Okay.
Okay, what is that all about? Where's the
where do you go
for that?
You got to be a good person sometimes, right?
Yeah.
You can't just be an asshole all the time.
I agree. That's why it's just a little shady.
Just a little. You can't be
Not
completely, right? Because then karma.
Exactly. So that's what we were thinking, but we were wondering, we ask our listeners to write shady stories.
Okay.
Do you have a shady story that you could share to kind of close this interview?
Yeah. It's a funny story. I don't even know how shady this is. It's just hella funny. All right, so when I was in high school, I was maybe like 15 or 16. Like I can cuss on this, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was a fucked up little kid, right? And I was always like pulling pranks on people and shit. And there was one day, it was me and all my homies. It was like late, maybe like 10 or 11. It was like late. And we broke into our school, like the high school, and they had like, I don't even know why I'm saying this. God damn it.
This is perfect.
All right, and they had a golf cart that the like security people would drive, and one of my homies like knew how to hotwire like cars and shit, and so we hotwired the golf cart, and then we were like driving it around all the campus, and on my.
I'm nervous.
I'm terrified.
On my school campus, there was like this super long, steep hill.
Oh my God.
Like super long, like really steep. We would like bomb it on our skateboards and shit. So we were like, dude, what if we like go on the golf cart on the hill, right?
Oh my God.
And it was like
That's
5 of us, and we got into this golf cart, and I'm driving, and I didn't know how to drive at this point. Like I didn't have a driver's license. It was probably my first time driving some shit, and I'm just ripping it down this hill, and there's this sharp turn at the end.
Did this thing tip?
Yeah, totally.
Oh my
totally
God.
We got down to the hill going so fast, tried to make the turn, tipped over, totally fucking destroyed the golf cart.
So they definitely found out.
Yeah, they definitely found out, but there was no security cameras at that point at the school. And
so you got away with it.
I got away with
lucky.
it. But now that I'm saying this, they probably know that it's me.
That's
well,
okay.
I think there's like a 10-year time limit on those things, right? Like you
Has
can
it been
only...
10 years? It's been 10 years.
Yeah.
So you're in the clear.
You can't do
And
anything about it
yeah,
now.
right when I like signed, I donated hella money to my school. I should be fine.
I said that was gonna happen. It's okay. You can
We
pull one
lost.
if you want. Yeah, it's fine. It's really.
There we go.
Beautiful.
You could actually, if you want, pull one and read the question on there and answer it if you want.
Oh shit! There's questions.
yeah,
on
they
there?
are.
I hope this
kind
isn't a. I'm just gonna break
That's
this whole
okay.
thing.
Can fall.
What is one thing you wish you never did?
Maybe that.
The golf cart?
Maybe your Shady story.
I'm gonna pick another one. I don't want to spill all my deepest, darkest secrets I gave you.
This is perfect.
Who is the most daring person you know?
You?
Probably.
You or that guy that crowd surfed.
Yeah, definitely the guy that crowd surfed. That was fucking crazy. Or let's do one more. What is your favorite subject in school? Oh, it was science for sure.
Really?
Yeah. Well, before I had like dropped out or whatever to do, or even when I was like a super little kid. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm kind of a nerd. And
Couldn't
I
tell.
was,
No, seriously.
and I was like hella into astrophysics and like
Heck yeah.
That's
theoretical physics and shit. And so I wanted to be like an astrophysicist and work at like MIT or NASA or something like that.
That is
That's awesome.
wild. We've
When I was, like,
also
super
talked
young.
about like NASA and space on here a lot
Really?
too.
Yeah.
We think it's so interesting. Do you think they ever went to the moon?
Why would you lie about that?
I don't know. We were in a Cold War, weren't we?
So do you think it never even happened in the first place, or just the first one was fake?
People think that the first one was fake.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not
You're not
saying
into all that
But definitely
conspiracy
motherfuckers have
theory?
been to the moon.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, right? It has
Yeah.
to. It was aliens and stuff.
Well, what if there's like the barrier that just doesn't make you get out there because the Earth's flat, right?
Oh,
Could
yeah.
be. You never
Now
know.
we're getting into all the conspiracy theories. No, but we appreciate you coming on so much. It was super fun to have you and see you perform, and highly recommend seeing one of your shows. because
Live.
That was
You have to be there.
amazing.
100%. Yeah. Thanks for having me on here.
Of course.
Signing off.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, we are here with Somadina. She is a singer, and she also owns her own independent label.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
We are super excited to have you. This is your first U.S. festival, I've heard. So we are super excited to be catching you here. What do you think? Have you performed at other festivals?
I've done like a few festivals around Africa, and I just got off tour from Europe, so it was but nothing like this.
Okay,
nothing
that's
like
awesome. So you're from Nigeria?
Yes,
And
Lagos,
do you-
Nigeria.
Okay, cool. Do you still live there?
Yeah, I live in.
Okay, so
Bishop.
you're traveling a lot.
All over the world.
A lot.
Okay,
It's been a lot.
Yeah. And what's your favorite place that you've been to so far?
I recently went to like Denmark 2 months ago,
Okay.
and
Cool.
like the culture was just really, really cool. Like really, really cool. I grew up in the Netherlands, so it kind of reminded me of home, and I haven't been back there for a while, literally. So but like everything, riding bikes, just the ambience. I really like Denmark, man. It was
That's
cool.
awesome. So you performed today,
Yeah.
and how did it go?
It was cool. I did 2 stages actually. So I did the BMI, and then I did the Toyota Music Den, and so both were really cool, fun, good like crowd engagement.
Yeah, awesome. No, that's
That's been
this
happening.
happens- yeah, so then we say you
If
could
it
pick
falls,
one of
you
those.
get to pick one.
You can pick one and
They
answer the
have
question.
fun questions on
Oh
there.
my goodness, this is so cool.
Yeah, so if you want, you can draw one and answer a question. That's what we did the last person. Like, oh, you knocked it over. I guess you gotta
Oh my god.
answer.
Who is the last person that made you feel good about yourself? My
Ooh.
manager, Chin.
Oh, that's so sweet.
That's so awesome. Well, we're super excited that you're here. Is there any new music that you're coming out with? What's going on? You have anything?
Yes.
I love that.
I have a project. I've never really told anyone this, but it's called Psychosomatic, and
Ooh.
it's coming out before the end of the year, hopefully.
Okay,
And
that's
it's-
exciting.
It's good.
Okay, awesome. Well, definitely check it out. And usually we have our listeners write in some shady stories. So we've been asking, is there a shady story that you could
We
share
feel
with
like
our
there
listeners?
might be.
Based on your reaction.
Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know if I'm probably gonna actually get in trouble for this.
We love that.
But I promise it was a mistake. Okay.
That's what they all say.
Basically, like, I went to Paris, I was where was I flying to? I think I was flying to the States or something. But you need a visa because I'm from Lagos. You need a visa to go through Paris.
Yeah.
And I had a long flight. Thought I was getting down, going through like the custom immigration to like get to the next boarding place. I go through custom immigration and I come out and I see baggage claim. And I'm so confused. Like, how am I in Paris?
Yeah.
I can see outside. Yo, I went through the borders. They didn't ask me any questions. They didn't stamp my passport. They literally just let me slide through, no visa.
You just walked in.
Literally, and I had like a 7-hour layover, so I went to the Eiffel Tower.
How was it? Tell us everything.
I mean, that's a great
And then
story.
I came back and I called my flight.
I love that.
You literally just like, they were like, oh, well, she can come. She's
They
before me.
just let me, I didn't even know I was walking through that because I thought I was like getting to the connecting.
Right.
Oh my goodness. And then I walked out and I see baggage claim. I see the whole street. I'm like, yo,
Let's
I'm in
go.
Paris.
You're like, this is sick. It actually worked out. Well, no, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing your
Thank
shady
you.
story. That's what we always say. Like, someone's like, I think I might get in trouble for this. We're like, no,
Yeah.
share it.
It was an honest mistake.
It's
Exactly.
okay.
You can't get in trouble for that. But no, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me,
And
really.
definitely check her out. And yeah, thank you.
Shout out to them. Shout out.
Today's episode is brought to you by Skims. At this point, almost everyone has had their own experience with trying Skims, and if you haven't, I'll be the last to tell you, try it. I finally decided to grab myself some to pack with me on my trip. I don't know why, I always feel the need to bring a million extra pair of underwears for trips. But anyways, they became the underwear that I've been grabbing for first. Skims is creating the next generation of underwear for everybody. That's why I love Skims. Their Fits Everybody collection, available in sizes extra extra small to 4X, is super lightweight and literally molds to your body. The fabric stretches up to twice its size, so it's a perfect fit every time. Plus, their boy short underwear that I grabbed double as a cute pair of pajama bottoms. Believe the hype. Skims has over 100,000 5-star reviews for a reason. Skims Fits Everybody and more best-selling essentials are available now at skims.com. Plus, get free shipping on orders over $75. After you place your order, be sure to let them know we sent you. Select podcast in the survey and be sure to select Just a Little Shady Podcast in the drop-down menu that follows. Thank you to Skims for sponsoring today's episode. All right, we're back with Lala Day 3. So we need to recap everything that happened yesterday, who we saw, what went on. But first, just a warning. We did kind of only get like 4 hours of sleep last night.
We're running on few and far in between hours of sleep. We took a nap at one point today.
We got IVs though again.
We did. They were fun. The Energy Me.
Free B12 shots in our butt, which
Yes.
was an interesting twist to the morning.
We didn't question why they needed to be in our butt.
We just kind of let it happen.
Yeah, but
And every single one of us.
we're feeling a little more energized despite the rain today.
Yeah.
It's the first Lala I've been to where there's been inclement weather. That's been interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
When I was here years and years ago, it like thunderstorm poured. We were all soaking wet,
about it.
running out of the thing to try to get like drivers, but nobody could. You can't pick up right by the gates. You know?
Oh no, it's
So
a walk.
we were just running and like going into each. I'm moving because
I know, 'cause
because
we're not in
agile in
seats.
here.
We're
But-
getting used to standing up.
Yeah, I kind of like it. But no, every time there would be like a little awning on the street, we'd like go under it for a couple seconds, as if that was doing anything. We're already soaked, but we tried our best. But anyways, it's supposed to clear up, so let's keep hoping for that.
Fingers
Let's hope
crossed.
this
I didn't bring my
B12
poncho.
Ass shot kicks in soon.
Because we got one more day of this, and we got more interviews coming at you. It's going to be fun.
So we are very excited. Yesterday, our first show of the day was Sueco, which was
Sick.
an amazing
It was so
surprise.
sick.
I just did not expect what I saw.
The vibes, the energy, the crowd
Immaculate.
interaction.
Immaculate.
It brought me back to, there was a time in my life where I did think I was a skater girl. Like
That's crazy.
I remember in middle
Skater
school.
Barbie or what?
Skater Barbie for sure. For sure. I had a little tote bag, if you will, that had a skull with a pink bow on it that I used as my backpack all throughout 7th grade.
That was kind of the thing back then, though.
I know, I was edgy, and this brought me
Okay,
back to
okay.
my roots because he was out there and
You guys, he had a board that they put on the crowd.
probably bigger than us.
Had him stand on and crowd surf, like literally.
I thought it was a
surf the
joke.
crowd.
And they were playing, I don't know if you realized, because there was a lot of chaos going on.
Surfing music?
They were playing actual surfing music as he emerged into the audience. And the audience did not disappoint because I was nervous that they may drop the board.
No.
They did not.
Everybody came to do their job. Like, they were ready for that job.
They were prepped.
They got the
This
job
wasn't their
and
first
they
rodeo.
were not screwing around. But also, I think what's even more wild about that, which...
The mosh pits?
No, not well, the mosh pits as well.
Oh, I know where you're going with
yes,
this.
With the crowd surfing, not only did we get him on the surfboard,
we got a friend.
After that, the board, by the way, to mention, the crowd brought him back to the stage so peacefully, just
kindly.
Carried him back to the stage like it was no big deal. I've seen crowd surfing go terribly wrong. Someone falls
he could have
down
been
head
out,
first. He could have got
the Bud
taken
Light
away
stage.
into the festival. We could have never saw him again.
But he came back.
They brought him right back to the stage, and after that, his little crowd surfboard stayed out there, and we were like, oh, he's never getting that back.
Yeah, somebody's going to take it home, a souvenir, if you will.
No, somebody didn't want to take it home. Somebody else from the crowd, a random member,
Jake. I think his name was Jake.
Jake got on this surfboard and did it like a pro.
He was
almost put Sueco to shame with his
almost
moves
he
up
was
there.
walking here, he was walking there. Like, he was not like taking this, like, it was like he had done this on the
Before.
regular. And I'm like, this is gonna end bad, this is not gonna be good.
And it was fine.
And then he got to come on stage.
Yeah, and then he came up on the stage, and the board made it back to stage.
The audience returned the board.
Everyone made it out unharmed somehow, and it was amazing.
Even with the mosh pits.
Even with the mosh pits, yeah. So he had the mosh pits going, and a lot of times people get a little too aggressive in those. Not this one, so much so that he felt comfortable enough to take himself into the pit with the mic and perform in the pit, getting moshed.
I don't know if I could. He's a man of many talents. Truly.
As we learned.
Yes, as we learned in the interview. Ping pong being one of them. It's crazy.
But we are very excited to see that and definitely recommend that. But you guys will see our interview with him probably after this clip, so stay tuned for that. But we also got to see Jessie Reyes, which I was really looking forward to.
A freaking queen.
And you know what I loved about her performance?
Tell me.
She talked to the crowd so much. So much. It was like one of the best I've seen. I feel like... And you could hear her so clearly, and like the crowd was literally going back and forth with her.
They were like having conversations. She also was like out there, like not in the crowd, but she was right in front of it talking with people.
She asked the question, and kind of like we talked about, we didn't get to see Sabrina Carpenter, but one of her things that
we
she
heard
does,
her from afar.
Yeah, we heard from afar, but that she'll go out in the crowd and ask them to like tell something crazy that happened to them that day.
Yes.
Well, Jessie went in the crowd and had somebody tell their story about getting out of the friend zone with the person that they were there with, and the whole crowd cheered for them. It was really cool.
It was really cool.
But yeah, definitely an amazing set as well. And then we finished the night with Kendrick Lamar, which, what do you expect? It was amazing.
Incredible.
Yeah. So that was a perfect way to end the night. And then, well, I guess I shouldn't say end the night.
No, that was just the beginning of our night. As you did mention, we are on about 4 hours of sleep.
I think we talked about this last year too, because we went to Tao, and then we the next day got our IVs. Same situation as last year.
We got this down to a science now.
But it was Metro Boomin performing at Tao,
and they got bops.
And you just didn't realize how many songs,
bop after bop after bop.
Yes, that he did, and we were just like so impressed. We literally stayed so late for no good reason.
No, there was no good reason for it.
But it ended up being really fun, so we were happy we did. But it was wild, and the IVs were definitely needed, and more sleep was definitely needed. And we're not going to get that back.
Naps were required.
Yeah, but that kind of concludes our day 2 recap. We've got day 3 ahead of us still, and we're excited for you guys to see, and we will be back tomorrow with some updates about day 3.
See y'all soon.
All right, we are here with rapper Young Gravy, who you may know from his viral songs that started on SoundCloud, and also more recently for his love of MILFs. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Honored.
We're catching you pre-show, so we wanted to know, besides talking to us, do you have any pre-show rituals that you'll be doing?
So usually I'll meditate for about 10 to 15 minutes, get my nut off somehow. It could be beating my meat or, depends what sitting I'm in. and I usually take 2 shots of Johnny Walker. Oh, it's this one, yeah. I usually take 2 shots of Johnny Walker, I beat my meat or have sex, and I meditate.
Perfect. Sounds really relaxing, like a great time. But we will be catching your set later, and we're super excited to see. We just told you right before this, she did catch you in Grand Rapids where her brother opened up for you. Do you have a say in who opens up for you?
Not at college shows, no.
Okay.
But I think I would have wanted him. You know, I
love that.
I didn't watch his set, but just based on everything that's going on right now, I think I would have wanted him. I'm glad he was the opener.
We love that. We were going to ask you, going on tour in the future, do you have your eye on anybody that you would like to tour with?
To tour with? I get a lot of offers and
really.
Yeah, Suicide Boys, Jelly Roll, a lot of artists that could be interesting.
Yeah.
But I love doing my own. I have a very culty fan base, so
yeah.
I like to do my own shows. The last tour I did was myself, Baby No Money, Freddie Dredd, and Tara Reid, and that was amazing. But I'm doing a few Gravy Fests. We do Gravy Fest. I think we're doing Red Rocks and the Armory in Minneapolis, and I want to get most likely T-Pain, Chief Keef, and 3 6 Mafia.
That'd be crazy.
That's
amazing.
The goal. That's the goal. Or your dad if he's down.
Oh, for sure. So are you doing festivals right now, or is this your first one? How many festivals have you done?
I've probably done maybe 30 or 40 festivals, but I'm more of a touring hard ticket act. I've done I think 8 tour bus tours.
Okay.
So mostly venues, but more recently I'm doing a lot of colleges and actually county fairs and state fairs, and those have been sick because they pay a crazy bag and
perfect.
Like Monroe County, I know that's near y'all. They pay a crazy bag, and the shows are very simple. You just show up and you do your thing, and it's a great time. So, but yeah,
love it.
Yes, I've been touring for a while.
Yeah. Okay. So are you doing? We saw you just kind of did a collab, new music. Are you working on anything that you can tell us about? Any collabs with music that you're putting out soon?
So August 25th, which is in maybe 20 days.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Yeah, it's 20 days from now. That's Baby Gravy 3 is dropping. That's myself and Baby No Money, our 3rd album together. It's got some hits. A few of them are already out. If you've heard "C'est La Vie," we just dropped a song with Freddie Dredd, who's an absolute legend. So full 12-song album coming out August 25th. Got some more stuff coming up after that, and I got a low country EP in the works as well.
A country?
Country, yeah.
Okay.
I've been
really.
Yeah. I've been dabbling, meddling with the country folk. I got pretty close with Morgan Wallen and Hardy and actually Shania Twain.
That would be a sick collab.
And all of them want to work on music, so I think I may just put together a country EP. I already made one song. It's called Drugs, Money, Pussy, and Beer.
Will we be hearing it today?
I'll play it for y'all. I'm not performing it, but I'll play it for y'all.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a slapper.
That'll be awesome. Well,
speaking of the future, do you have your eyes on any other MILFs out there? We can't do
have
this
to bring it
podcast
up
without asking you.
So my favorite MILF, honestly, my favorite woman
to date
of all time, I would say is Sofia Vergara.
Recently single, right?
She just got divorced. Yeah, that was that I cried. I teared up a little bit when that happened. So, shout out to the ex. He's probably a great guy, but my sights are definitely set on Sofia Vergara. If you see this, Sofia, hey baby, I'll take you on a date. We go wherever you want. It'll be beautiful.
All right, well,
we
you
love
heard
to
it
hear
here
it.
first. Shooting a shot here first. So, all right.
Lastly,
we've got to bring it up. We have to say this. So we saw an interview where you mentioned that you may have commented on one of my Instagrams. What? Can you tell us what that was, or do you not remember? Did you delete it? Because we tried to find it.
We looked far and wide, and we could not find a comment from you on
I
your post.
deleted it. I'm pretty sure. So it was some post of you just looking cute or whatever, and I just commented something. I thought it was funny, and I was
Probably
like,
was.
I want to just see if I get some sort of response or people like it, and then. I think it was Instagram. Do you do TikTok too or no?
Now I do, but I didn't.
Okay, I'm pretty sure it was Instagram. And I did it, and then I sat there for a while. And I was like,
contemplated.
and I was like,
That
you know
was
what?
not good.
I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to piss off fucking Eminem. And I was like, there's a lot of people I could piss off. So I think I deleted it. But yes, I did comment on your shit for like a couple hours. Yes.
We had to call you out about it, but we're just messing with you. We
Yeah.
didn't see it, so I
You
didn't see it. So
I don't think it wasn't anything aggressive. It was cute. It was like a like a little like a heart with the arrow through it or something like that. Something sweet.
So nice.
Yeah, something sweet. But I was just like, I don't want to piss off. I wanted to go.
And now you just met my fiance, who people say you look alike.
He's fucking hot. Her fiance is fucking hot. He does look a little bit like me, which I'm honored that y'all say that.
Yeah, we gotta get a picture with you guys together. Evan. Yeah.
Hot ass Evan, bro. I like that guy. Good kid.
All right. Well, we have to ask you too. Our listeners usually write in some shady stories. So do you have a shady story that you could share with them before you go?
I do have one. I have a lot of shady stories, but I think a good one that I could tell you that won't get me in trouble is it's pretty ridiculous and kind of funny. I've been arrested. I run to jail 3 times, and 2 of them were in Georgia, and the second one was at DeKalb Tire in Buckhead. And what happened was I was drunk, and I was looking for a friend to go get like some food with. Met this random guy at the bar. We're walking to Domino's, right? I left all my friends at the bar. I'm walking with this random dude, and I'm drunk enough for like I don't remember his name. I remember kind of what he looked like. Anyways, we're almost at Domino's, and he was like, yo, my dad owns this tire store. Do you want to go inside? And I was like, yeah, for sure. So we go around back.
Breaking and entering.
And he takes a shovel and like kind of opens up the back of the garage, and I'm just drunk, and I just didn't realize. I'm like, yo, like I just
maybe he didn't have a key.
I was like, I figured this is just how they do it. They're their family.
Normal.
So we're in there, and I'm in there with this random drunk kid, and we're rolling a tire back and forth for like 5 minutes. That's all we're doing. And then I swear to God, all of a sudden, I just like look at my phone, look back up, the kid's long gone. I look all over this room. I'm in a lit up tire store in the middle of Buckhead. He's gone. So I'm like, shit, all right, well, I'll walk out. And I walk out the back of the same garage, and there's just cops there just ready. They're like, guns out.
It's a setup.
Breaking and entering.
out for you.
Why'd you break into that? Dude, I was like, it was the dumbest way to ever get arrested. And it was
Did they charge you with that?
It was Christmas Eve, so I woke up and got bailed out on Christmas Day.
My birthday.
Yeah.
Your birthday's Christmas?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I got bailed out
Not a good
your
time to be in jail.
Yeah, well, hey, it was a birthday present when I got bailed out finally by like my friend's mom. What ended up happening was, I got charged for breaking and entering, and then I got an investigator to hit up the tire store, and there was no damage done. It was just when I got arrested and the cops are questioning me,
right?
They're like, "Why are you in here?" And I was like, "Oh, well, my friend that I just met, his dad owns it." He's like, "What?" They're like, "What's his name?" I'm like,
no idea.
He's got like kind of reddish brown hair, kind of tall. He's like, what's his name if he's your friend? So I just sounded like I was lying through my teeth, but there actually was a guy. I know his face.
This guy exists, you swear.
He existed. He existed. He probably know. I probably told the story somewhere, or he'll see this, and he'll probably be like, damn, I'm that fucking guy.
That was me.
We'll find
Anyways, it was fine in the end. The tire store didn't want to press any charges. We did no damage. And I got a criminal trespassing charge. I have a few of those.
Yeah.
So did you have to go to jail? Like, were you in jail?
I was in jail
long?
for like I don't know, like 16 hours, something like that.
But not after that. You just got community service or something?
Shitload of community service. Yep.
Okay. Well, it's not the worst ending.
No, we've heard worse on the show.
Yeah, absolutely. It was during
legal
COVID,
crimes.
so all the community service was online, so it was really
so
easy.
you got lucky.
Got a little bit of help from the interns. It was pretty cool.
Oh my gosh.
And yeah, so it's hard to get into Canada now because I have a number of charges here that count as felonies there. But
That'll
hey,
happen.
That can happen, yeah.
yeah,
But
it works.
that's a great
We make
shady
it work.
story.
We love it.
Before you go, we have this game. There's questions on here. Do you want to
Pre-made.
pull one and answer one random question before you go?
It's okay if
Sure.
it drops.
We don't know what it is, so it could be anything.
And where should I put?
You can drop
Do I
one.
want to go dark or do I want to go light? I'm gonna go this one right here. Who is your hero? My dad. My dad, Peter Howry, who brought me up, passed away when I was 16, and honestly, kind of inspired me to be successful and go to college and do everything just to impress him. So shout out to my dad, Peter Howry.
That's
My
so
hero.
That is very
cute.
sweet.
That is so sweet. Well, that
Absolutely.
worked out perfectly. But thank
Thank
you
you,
so
guys.
much for
Thank
coming
you.
on. We appreciate it so much. All right, we are here with the DJ duo Lewis the Child.
Hello.
We are so excited you guys are on. Actually, I want to say it was like 2015, you guys had the songs Fire and Weekend. And I was in college. That was like my freshman year. That's all I listened to.
Oh, thank you.
So I am very excited to have you guys on. Thank you for coming. But your guys' set is later today, and you guys live in the Chicago area, right?
We grew up here, yeah.
Okay. And so you've been coming to Lala now. You've performed 3 times.
This will be our third, yeah.
But were you always coming, or did it kind of just first time you came was when you were performing?
I came a bunch. The first time I went to Lala was 2007, and so I was like 9, and then I just kept going until I graduated high school. So this is probably my like 13th or so like Lollapalooza that I'm going to.
Yeah, that's
But,
awesome.
yeah, like the
when
third
you were
play.
9 years old in a crowd like
So
that?
when you're under 10, you get in for free.
Oh,
And
really?
So until I was like 13, don't tell Lala, but when I was until 13, my parents were like,
They thought
oh
you
yeah,
were
he's
under
under 10, yeah. Like they're not checking
Aw,
ID or
that's
anything.
so awesome.
Yeah,
Maybe they'll start checking ID now.
don't. They should.
The under 10s.
Well, yeah. Who has an ID under 10 years old?
Your elementary school ID.
Yeah, your little card ID.
Right.
No, but we're really excited to see your guys' set. You said you're having some guests come out. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes, a lot of guests. I guess
A lot.
no
This
one
will
will see
be-
this until
yes,
afterwards.
yes.
Okay.
So no
We
secrets
got-
will be spilled.
We got Merlin Wood coming out, Claire Rosencrantz, Wafia, Zachary Knowles,
Dang.
Drew Love,
Wow.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Still
I
going.
think,
Yeah,
I
it
think
is.
that's all.
That is
yeah.
crazy. I think that's going to be the most guests we've seen
Damn.
come out.
Let's go.
a lot of
Hey,
guests.
So
it's
that's-
fun having people out. I feel like it adds to the energy of the show, and
Yes.
the crowd loves it, and I don't know, it's way more
Yeah.
fun having other people up there with you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, we're excited to see it. So we will be there.
Thank you.
And you guys have been doing some other stuff around Lala. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we did a big pop-up yesterday where we were selling clothes, showing some of our art. We both make art just like for fun on the side.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we had displays of our art up. We did like a collab with Portillo's where we filmed some stuff
saw
there
that.
for the Lala live stream and had our own meal. We had a Stan's Donut meal.
Yeah.
And we played an after party last night at Soho House that was very sweaty, but that's all good.
Those are the best,
Those
yeah.
really are. I feel like
Yeah.
the more you sweat, the more there's a sweat to fun ratio.
You're all in it together.
Absolutely.
You're going through the
You know,
same thing.
yeah,
So
exactly.
no, that's exciting. But you've also worked with people from Detroit, like Quinn 92. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, Quinn came on tour with us, our first tour we ever did in 2016, and we've just been friends ever since. We wrote a song together on that tour called "The City," like backstage in a green room in like Montreal or something. We wrote
wow.
it, and then we did. What else did we do? We did Little Things with him, and he's just
We
been the
love all
homie.
those songs.
He's been the homie ever since. Super
Yeah.
fun, nice guy, hilarious dude. Makes great music. Check him out if you don't know him.
Yeah, we've seen him actually at Lala, so we had to ask about it. He's local from Detroit.
Yeah.
But we're really excited. Any other collabs coming out that you guys can talk about? New music? with
Anyone you
some
would love to collab
collabs?
with?
We have a song with this girl, Absolutely, that's coming out next month, I believe. She's a brand new artist, but has an incredible voice. She's coming out tonight to do the song with us. Really stoked for that to come out. It's like one of my favorite songs we've made in
Yeah.
a long time. Like one of those where you just like, there's something about it that just like hits a chord.
Yeah, that's
so I'm
awesome.
stoked for that.
So everyone's going to hear it today for the first time?
Yep.
One
I
of the
think
first
time
times.
Chicago will hear
First
it.
Yeah.
time in Chicago,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
played it a couple times in the last few shows.
That's exciting. Well, we're excited to hear it.
Yeah.
So we have to ask too. So we always have our listeners write in shady stories. Is there a shady story that you guys have, maybe from touring or anything that you can share?
I got one. We'll see if Rob has one. But I remember we were on tour probably like 3-4 years ago. And I think while we were on stage, or maybe we just weren't in the green room or something, some random dude from the crowd, some like cowboy looking guy with a cowboy hat came in and just
As
like
cowboy looking people look.
they do wear cowboy hats.
They tend to.
But he came in and like, I don't know, was hanging in the green room and then ended up like peeing in the shower. And then our
Perfect.
tour manager like found him peeing in the shower, and they're like,
Oh
"What are
my
you
God.
doing back here? And why are you peeing in the shower?" Like, and also there was like a a toilet right there. And it's like
That's
you're in the
that
shower.
was my next
You're not taking a
question.
shower. You're just
Just peeing in the
interesting choice,
shower.
man. I don't know what's going on with you. But then yeah, it was kind of like a struggle to like get him out of the green room, and like he ended up getting kicked out.
Oh my
Super
gosh.
random. So if he's out there listening, you know, what were you thinking, man? Come on.
That made me think of a story from also like a green room story. I had a friend. This was back like when we were first touring. All of our friends were like still in college and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We played some college town, and one of my friends was there. I'll spare his name, but we always take like a big like shot of tequila before we go on stage, and we did our shot of tequila, and I think that was like the one that like sent him
Yeah.
over the edge. And he was like, "I'm gonna go to the bathroom," and I was like, "Cool, like we're
We'll
about to
see
go
ya.
to stage." And after the show was done, I went to go to the bathroom, and he was just passed out next to the
Oh my
toilet
God.
Poor
with
guy.
like puke all over the toilet.
Missed the whole
and
show.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, you've been here the whole time, huh?" So
That's
yeah,
a pretty good one.
Yeah, be
Speaking
careful.
of, you do a shot of tequila before every show.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any other pre-show rituals that you guys have?
I like to stretch before a show. I like to
Smart.
stretch in general, but like especially before a show.
Responsible.
I will stretch. I feel like Freddie takes a nap.
Sometimes I'll nap, yeah.
That's definitely more
That
get-
sounds like
I
something I
still, I still get some stress, you know, and I feel like the best way to like handle that for me is to just like lie down and like chill and like breathe. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah,
So
we can definitely relate to that.
Right? Yeah.
No, that's awesome. Well, thanks for sharing that. Before you
problem.
guys go, we have our Jenga game that has questions on it. Do you guys want to pull one each and answer a random question?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Me-
And it might fall over, just
That's okay.
let it
We'll roll with
happen.
it. Oh, that was a risky one.
Honestly, you're risking it all right now.
What is your favorite food? My favorite food. Ooh, sushi. I'm a big sushi guy. Nigiri.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that's good.
I thought you were gonna
Oh,
say
yeah.
pizza because Chicago pizza.
I can't have cheese. So
No,
Yeah.
that's
I'm
sad.
so sorry for
It's
you.
all good. It's fine.
what
You're
is
like, I'm
your-
over it.
What is your nickname? I mean, that's a simple one. I don't
You
know.
want to pick another?
Sure. I'll,
Yeah.
People call me Fred sometimes.
That one's.
I don't really have a nickname like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
What do you want to be when you grow up? I just want to grow. I just want to grow up, man. I'm just trying to grow up in general. So
Well,
no, I just
for
want to.
sure.
I want to
wanna
be happy.
Hey, wow.
That's a great
There we go.
answer.
That's beautiful.
We love
yeah.
that.
There we
I
go.
want to be Freddie Kennett when
Hey, that's sweet.
I grow up.
There
Well,
we go.
That was awesome, you
Do
guys.
you guys want to pick one and answer a
Oh
question?
my gosh, you're putting us
Let's
on the
do it.
spot.
We actually haven't pulled
done
any
it this
of
whole
these.
time.
with the Uno
so
reverse card.
yeah, I'm a
on
little-
the last day.
little nervous here. That one's probably not a good one to do. Neither is that one.
I don't know
Oh,
if I've ever.
hold on.
even
You
played
already
Jenga.
know them?
No, I'm saying like.
Oh, I thought you could like
we
see
might
the
lose this
questions.
whole
I was
thing.
like,
I wish.
It's gonna come down.
Don't do it.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
there
you!
you go.
I just
That
set
one's
you
for
up
you.
for that.
What's your favorite website? I'm a big fan of TikTok right now.
Yeah.
Who's not?
Let's go.
right.
All right. This one is: if you had one wish, what would you wish for?
Wow, that's a good one.
Whoa.
That is a good one.
No, I already
You're
thought
really
of
on
the
the
answer
You can't do
because
more wishes.
no, because today, since I'm so hungover, I wish hangovers didn't exist, or
That's
there
a
was
good
a,
Wow.
wish,
Yup.
a real cure.
Yup.
Let's go.
Another
So-
snaps for that one.
Yeah,
Like
that's
that.
for
You
the-
guys really put us on the spot,
Let's
but I had
go.
my answer. But
There we
Yeah.
go.
thank you guys so much for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
No problem. Thank
we
you.
are super excited to see your show, and thank you.
Let's go.
Let's
Thank you
go.
guys.
Thank you.
We are here with Mount Joy. We are catching you guys after your set. How was it?
It was good.
Oh my gosh.
It was good.
It was good.
It was very good.
We didn't get to see, but we heard there's a song you guys have called the Johnson song. Can we please hear the story? Because I
Oh,
heard you
God.
guys
I wanna
talked about
know.
it out there. We didn't get to hear. What's the story?
Where do you start?
Something about a dick.
I mean,
so
yeah.
let's get straight to it.
It ends up there. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to describe. We basically we've been touring together for like 6 years. Started out in a van, and there's like all kinds of jokes and inside jokes that fly around.
For sure.
And one of the inside jokes is we just call everything a Johnson.
Yeah.
Like it could be like, hey, pass me that Johnson.
Okay,
Or, like-
so we have some friends who say like, give me that John over there.
That's Philly.
It's
Yeah.
Okay,
related, but not quite related.
Okay.
Yeah. Because at Johnson, it ended up becoming a bad situation. So like, if we played a show and it was terrible, it was a Johnson show. It was Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
I don't know, yeah.
You're like, oh, what a Johnson.
Yeah.
I think I might steal that from
Yeah,
you.
that's fun.
We want to make it take over the world, but it's funny. But then you get like into an inside joke so deep that like it becomes like you think it's like a thing.
Hilarious, but then like other people are like, what are you talking about?
100%. And so we made this song that was like the lyric is "Dance away because a Johnson's coming," which pause.
Why did people think it was a dick?
Like-
And I'm a little confused.
Well, because the idea is that like in my head, I mean, I'll take full responsibility for this blunder, but like the idea is that in my head was like, hey, like be in the moment, dance while like things are good, because you never know when
When
like
it's-
some
Okay.
BS is coming down the pipe.
Is this an
Like,
adult
Sense.
podcast?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes,
What are the rules
yeah.
here?
Oh, when some
No rules.
bullshit
We swear a
is
lot.
Shit.
down the
Exactly.
Poopy.
Yeah, it's first time saying that word.
Shit. Poopy.
That's the one.
You sound like us the first time we ever swore. We've been friends forever too. You guys have been friends
long time.
long
yeah.
time? Okay, is that how this whole thing kind of
Yeah,
came
Matt
together?
and I met in high school.
Okay.
And then we kind of, long story short, moved out to LA, found Michael on Craigslist. Michael knew some
That's-
theory
heard
through a
that.
gig, and then we found Jackie through a friend, yeah.
Okay, that's what I heard. So that could have been a shady story. That could have gone really
Craigslist
wrong.
part, yeah, it did.
I was gonna kill them. Yeah.
Oh,
That was the initial plan.
Yeah, he's still trying, but like we're like way more powerful.
That's good.
It could have been a Johnson.
could have been a
Nice.
Johnson.
There you go. Here we are.
Wait, but so then we record the song, which was like I don't know how it got so far along, but our producer Caleb, who's actually from Detroit, and is like super talented. He's out with Sabrina Carpenter right now.
Oh, cool.
And
Fun.
he's a really cool dude himself, awesome musician. But he wheels around to me after we like do a recording session. He's like, "Dance away because of Johnson's coming. Is this like a dick joke? Like, is this like a song about dicks?" And I was like, "No, dude. Like, it's not a song about dicks." And he was like, "It is. It sounds like
Seems
a song
like it could
about
be.
dicks."
Wild.
Like, he's really on. He's a good producer. He's like, I mean,
Honest.
to me, it's like a song about dicks. And we were like, "Oh no." Like,
So is that the story you told out there
pretty much,
today?
Yeah. And then we were eventually just like, fuck it. Like
Could be.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Could
a song
be
about
that.
dicks.
You never
Could
know.
be that. But you guys were in Detroit last night.
We were.
That's where we're from. That's where we live. How was it? What was the experience like? Not a Johnson,
It
hopefully.
was not a Johnson at all. It was a great
Okay.
show. We're at the Fillmore.
Okay, awesome.
It was really fun. We've had like some weird shows in Detroit. We had a weird COVID one that was
That'll do it.
That'll happen.
Like a socially distanced. It got rained out, and then there
Yeah.
was one where my guitar went out. We've had some weird Johnsons, honestly, in Detroit, but this was not one. It was a really good one.
Hopefully it stays not like that. We keep the good energy going. Where else are you guys touring right now?
Oh, man.
Everywhere?
Jackie just gets on the bus. Yeah, no, we're doing Vermont, New York, Philly, doing Red Rocks, LA. We're kind of going everywhere.
All over the
Amazing.
U.S.?
Yeah, some
In-
Canada coming up too.
Okay.
Europe?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
we're-
Yeah, oh yeah, Europe's coming up too.
Basically, like, this was like the start,
Mm-hmm.
and we're like moving around the North America and Europe until like Thanksgiving. So
Okay, cool.
we're
Very
doing it.
fun.
How is touring all of you guys together all the time? Any shady stories?
I feel like you have to ask Jackie to start.
I don't know. Are there shady stories?
Well, I took that shot, dude, and like,
Okay. So before this, apparently some of us took shot. Who took a shot here?
Apparently.
Meh.
Stop it, bro.
The people who strolled up, the group that strolled up late was
All
the
consume the shots.
But we were supposed to do this morning.
I know.
And you had a
I
big
was,
night last night.
I was hungover.
This is
Right.
true.
That's true.
What did you drink last night?
I drank 2 drinks. I had 2 Cutwaters.
no.
But they
Yeah.
had 12%. Let's be
Okay.
fair. That
Okay.
was I was
They got
was
you.
working all day. I wasn't ready for it.
They got
Had
you.
2 drinks, and it hit me all at once. Then I woke up and I was like, "Wow, I'm actually dying today." But we did IVs, so that helped.
We
a
did.
little
Oh my
bit.
God. Did it
Yeah.
make you like sometimes it like wakes you right up.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't like that for
No,
me.
we had
Unfortunately,
oxygen, too.
or else we would have been
It
here
was
right
wild.
away to do the interview.
No,
but
honestly,
no.
this is a better time for us. We were nervous. I won't. You know,
No,
a
we're
little
chill
bit
as
of
hell. Yeah,
nerves.
this is
No, no,
we're
we
good
were
now.
never nervous. No, I'm glad you guys came. It was fun. So no shady stories from your.
We have.
Our bus sucks right now. It's pretty shady.
Someone put a water bottle in the bus a couple tours ago. That's pretty shady.
In
We don't know who it
in the
is.
toilet of the bus.
I have a shady
Oh.
story.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Let's hear
All
it.
right, this is like probably gonna get me in trouble.
I know
but,
where this is going.
Perfect. Those are the best ones.
I won't name names, but whatever. But so we went to
It's Bonnaroo.
Bonnaroo, and so today we were, which was really cool because like family and like my wife wasn't able to be here, but like able to watch on Hulu, which is really cool.
Oh,
And-
like live stream
Yeah, we
the
streamed
show.
live on Hulu today.
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
And so she was watching, and like
Awesome.
that was really cool, and it was special. And like I have so many friends texting me, being like, "Saw you on Hulu," which
Hulu,
is
yeah.
wild. And so so we did Bonnaroo like last year, and we were told that we were going to be on the, I think it was Hulu.
We're on Hulu again, yeah.
Okay, so we're supposed to be on the Hulu stream, but we had just signed with an unnamed record label. None of this is searchable.
Right. You cannot Google who we signed with last year.
And honestly, truly, and they know how bummed we were about this, so it's not like I don't think it'll be breaking news to them, but basically we got caught in this ridiculous thing where they wouldn't let us be on the Hulu stream because they like owned our songs, and they were like, if they don't pay us for the songs, you guys can't be on the Hulu stream. And they got in this like weird kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
And it was pretty shady, I'm not gonna lie.
That
Yeah,
sounds
I feel
very
like it would have
shady.
been better for them in the end if we
Totally.
were able to stream that.
To the point
Right.
where we were like, all right, we'll pay whatever it costs to buy our songs just for this moment to be able to be
Yeah.
on this huge platform. We played like an amazing show at Bonnaroo at like sunset.
It was great.
And nobody except the people that were there got to see it. So
Dang.
sometimes,
Sounds like a little Taylor Swift situation with
does.
her.
we're gonna have to re-record our Bonnaroo set.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, you kind of did. You guys are
yeah.
going to be doing a lot of shows,
Yeah.
so everyone will see it. We have a game here.
Okay.
If we can pull some Jenga and answer whatever question is on the Jenga.
It looks like someone's already played it though. Like it's
we,
already.
we did play.
Okay.
a little
It's
bit
already in the
earlier, so it's a
dangerous
little bit
spot.
more difficult actually now. But and we
it falls,
can't.
it
We don't know
falls.
what these questions are.
Jackie,
all of
you wanna
them.
pull
So
Yeah, but here's the thing. I just want to note that this table is a little. Like,
if
it's
it
like,
falls, it's
yeah,
fine.
it's not my fault. It's not because
Yeah,
I
we're
took
on a
shot.
slant.
The table is on a slant already.
Yeah, it's on a slant.
It's okay. Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
If it falls, just
I'm
grab
gonna
one
put
from
my
the
microphone against
table.
Amazing sound.
God.
This is
Honestly,
impressive.
it's going smooth so far.
Well, you know, I got piano fingers.
Were you classically trained, by the way?
I was.
Okay. I heard that you might have been because you're really amazing.
Yeah.
playing?
Yeah, and because also you're talented at Jenga.
What were you saying about how talented I was?
You gotta jump in the pool.
Wow.
It's okay.
What happens now?
You
Just
practice
pick,
more piano.
pick
Just
anyone
grab
you
one.
want. But don't cheat. Don't look at them
Here,
for.
just take this one.
I guess now's a good time to tell you guys that I don't know how to read. What is your most overused phrase?
Ooh.
Jackie says "dude" a lot.
Okay, I was getting
Yeah,
there.
Sorry.
They're like, no, you say it a lot.
Literally, dude, I literally do say it a lot.
That's not a terrible one.
No.
though. It could be way worse. When we first started our podcast, we said like
Every 5
other
seconds.
word. And we
It
didn't
was
realize
really
until it was
bad.
like episode was out, episode 1. Great episode, but we listened back and we're like, someone cut the mics. Like,
Yeah.
So you're like consciously not. I just said it, but you consciously try not to say it now.
kind of.
For a
yeah.
little while.
It's hard not to. When you're in conversations, though, it's easier. But when you're trying to tell a story and every other word is it, you watch it back, you're like,
We were
what was
very
I
annoyed with
saying?
with
Like,
ourselves.
Terrible. But all right, who's up?
Steering?
No.
No.
I love this Jenga game we have now. What is your favorite sport?
Not a big sports fan?
Football. No, we're from Philly. Go Birds.
Watching or playing? 'Cause we
Watching.
could do both.
Both of us, we were actually in the NBA, but then we cut our careers short.
Yeah.
Oh,
now we
yeah.
just
That
watch
makes
football.
sense.
This is more important. You know, a lot of people do, like J. Cole
I
plays professional
He's
basketball.
really
and
good, yeah.
you guys could get back
Matt
into it.
Yeah.
Soccer. I remember in high school you were very good.
Look, we don't talk about that.
He was
but
very good.
I had some skills. There were moments
Really?
where I was feeling myself out there. Yeah.
Yeah, well, isn't it coming to the U.S. now? They're doing some soccer stuff
Yeah,
now?
well, the U.S. just got.
Messi.
Yeah.
Messi came to the U.S. So.
Yeah, we're both big fans of
I see
Arsenal.
that.
And
Okay, cool.
Arsenal just won the Community Shield today. If you want to hear us nerd
Okay.
out about soccer.
What does that
but
mean?
It means they won like a preseason trophy. So we'll skip this part. But yeah,
Okay.
They're doing good,
Got it.
basically.
Heck
Yeah. All right, who's up?
So Thierry is up.
Okay.
ASMR.
What is your most overused? Oh.
Shady had that one here.
Pick up the same Jacob piece.
What is your favorite website?
I got that one earlier.
It's good.
Probably Google, to be honest.
It's a good one.
Google. It's a great answer. Honestly.
Okay, besides
Because you
Google.
everything.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Netflix. Are you streaming anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, .com/tour.
Michael knows my favorite. No, Michael knows my favorite website. Give him the mic.
We live together.
MountJoyBand.com/tour.
There we go.
Okay, perfect.
That's a great
That's ours
website.
now too. That'll be our favorite website now.
All right.
All
here
right.
we go. I can't see. You can't see this, but I can't see.
Eyes are closed.
Who is the last person you were angry with?
Ooh. Sounds like some good shady stories.
I'm trying to think if there's one where I was really angry recently. Oh, I'm blowing it right now. This is
That's okay.
Take your time. We can.
Oh, you know what? I wasn't really angry, but this is a funny podcast thing. So these two, they drink, or they don't drink, but they use the water from the bus
Oh yeah.
to swish their. This is like probably, I think this splits people pretty much in half who tour, but they use the water from the bus, which is like filled up at a gas station.
Yeah, like you're not drinkable.
To swish their toothpaste out and spit.
Well, that's. What else are you gonna do?
But here's the thing.
Thank you.
Okay.
There's a water bottle there for people
I don't
who
like wasting
wanna do
plastic.
that.
I'm sorry.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Our bus has been sitting at like a depot somewhere for God knows how long. And have you ever like smelled a water bottle like that's been like I use a water bottle
And
at home.
it's just-
and after like maybe 2 weeks, it's like I gotta put this in the dishwasher.
Right. Yeah.
There is no way that the container that holds the water has ever been cleaned.
This is
Oh.
true.
And like there's
That's a
probably
good
frogs
point.
in there. Like
There could be.
Dead
love
frogs.
it's like
too.
a pond situation in there, and when the water goes in, it like blooms the life of bacteria. Like
Yeah.
whatever the next COVID is, that's gonna like.
It's from your guys'
That's
tour
our
bus
bus.
right now.
So like when we all get some like disease that no one's ever heard of, and I have like a sixth arm at that point, it's
Well,
because
no.
of these guys.
The irony is like I didn't sleep at all last night, and I finally I went to sleep at like 8. I woke up at 10. I was like, "Fuck this! This bus is terrible." And I just brushed my teeth. I'm just like such a pissy mood, and I finally just like rinsed my mouth. And Matt's like, "Ew!" And I'm just like, Jesus fucking! Like I couldn't.
What else was I
so,
gonna
like,
do?
I was just like, Jesus Christ!
I'm
No, I
it's
know, I
honestly selfish.
appreciate-
I'm
yeah.
like I don't want to get whatever
Right.
disease.
Whatever
he's
you're
to
about
get.
to get,
Well,
I don't
got
want it.
So I'll give it to you.
Busitis.
Yeah.
Tour busitis.
Yeah.
It's your turn, man.
I think the water tastes really good, by the way.
Yeah. Michael drinks it.
Yeah. What is your worst fear? Oh, Jesus.
Oh my
You
God.
got a tough one. Hey, that's tough.
Jesus is your worst fear?
No. Dude, I don't know. Honestly, I've had a few dreams lately where I'm on stage and I don't remember the songs. Probably because I'm on a bus that's shaking me like this.
Your
Yeah.
brain is just like
That's a pretty big fear. I
I-
guess there's other ones like larger
crocodiles.
animals and stuff. Yeah, but
Larger animals.
yeah,
Any
Animals
large
larger than me,
animal.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Unless they have venom
Understandable.
and they're smaller than me, they're still bad.
Still, yeah.
But
Venomous and larger animals.
yeah. Venomous can be any size.
Yeah. It could be a giant venomous creature.
Yeah, it'd be worse, but still.
Any creature. All right. Well, that.
Oh wait, do you guys get to play?
You know what? Lewis the Child did this to us, and we weren't really prepared.
That's the-
We
we're
were
not
very
prepared.
underprepared.
All right.
That's
so
funny
I
because we
guess-
were super prepared.
Yeah.
So.
I guess. Oh, what is your favorite subject in school? Well, I'm not in school.
Yeah.
So none. But
Done.
in the past, what was my favorite
Art.
subject? Art. Yeah. But I feel like that doesn't count. I feel like it has to be like a core
Geometry.
core something.
Yeah,
I
it
liked
definitely
math.
doesn't.
I liked math, but it's not like a core subject, right? That they
Math
don't-
is core.
Core subject. Who decides
Math
that?
is a core
Trump?
subject.
Like,
Actually, I don't know who decides that. Not should be
You
the
just
kids.
decided it.
The class principal.
Ew. This says, this one, I hate this. What do you like most about yourself?
Aww.
Do it.
On
What
the
is it?
spot,
What is it?
on the spot.
Self-love.
I can be funny sometimes,
There you go.
on occasion. I like that.
That was
I like telling a good
nice.
joke.
You
Yeah.
are funny. You are funny.
Thank you.
Never mind. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on.
You.
No,
Yes,
we're
thank you.
so
This was
happy.
fun.
This was like amazing. You guys should start a podcast.
I would listen for sure.
I would listen for
Oh,
sure.
hell yeah.
Will you be our guest?
Yeah, we will.
Done.
We would love to.
Play the Jenga game. Yeah.
And we'll be
Yes.
taking this game. This will run the whole
Yeah.
show. Well, all right. Thank you guys.
so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This was
Thank you.
fun.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for hanging out. All right, we are here at the 4th and final day of Lala.
We made it. Barely, but we
Somehow,
made it.
We made it. I had a rough morning. We went for a second round of IVs, so you know it was bad. I'm all bruised up. I look like I've been into a lot of mess, and I kind of feel like it. But we're going to get
You look
through
good.
this and recap our day 3
Day
at
3 was
Lala.
wild.
It really, truly was.
And it took me by surprise because, I mean, like, I had, I picked favorites of, like, what days. I was excited for Friday. I was excited for today. Yesterday, I was excited. But my excitement was just got too crazy.
I agree with that. We started the day off seeing Young Gravy, which was an insane show.
It was so good. He was real confident out there. The crowd was real wild.
Yes, the crowd
It was a lot of fun.
definitely was excited, knew all the words, was a great time. You said you've seen him before, and he
I
did
have.
a lot more talking.
Yes.
In between
I saw him at Grand Valley. We talked a little bit in our interview with him
about his college tours.
Yes, his college tours. And during that set, it was a lot of crowd interaction, a lot of jokes, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But this was almost like pure music,
Yeah.
pure hype.
Yeah,
and
it was very hype.
He brought out his boy, BB. Oh,
Baby No Money.
Baby No Money.
Yeah, we didn't know that was what the acronym
But now we
stood
know.
for, but now we know, and that was awesome too. He has a lot of great songs.
Oh yeah, Edamame.
Yeah.
People were
People were feeling
going
it.
wild.
But that's where we started out the day. Then we ended up seeing JID, which
I
we were
loved
just
him.
pleasantly surprised. New fans for life, I think.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
here. Was a great show. Crowd was also very interactive.
Oh yeah, well,
and
and he
into
had
it.
the words on the screen for some of them,
Which we
almost like
love.
crowded karaoke. Which, I think that more artists should take that up because for the new fans, you can't expect everybody to be, a mega
the
super fan,
songs, right.
know every song. There's a lot of songs in the world, so putting the words on the screens really gets the crowd going. Pro tip, if anyone's listening.
Yeah, if you're a new artist, that's how you really get the
that
crowd.
gets the crowd.
Gets the crowd
That
going.
makes you fans for life.
But we got also a little bit excited about that one because we realized that J. Cole last year, when he headlined, actually brought out JID.
He did.
And we didn't know who he was back then. And then we got
Now
to
we
see
do.
him here. And he was on a pretty decent sized stage as
Honestly,
well.
if he ever comes to Detroit,
Yeah.
I will be there. I think so.
I also will be there as well. We have to.
Yeah, it'll be a
New
good time.
fans for sure.
And then, last but not least,
This
Odessa.
is what got us absolutely out of control. This is what sent us over the edge. We drank a little too much because we were just way too hype for Odessa. And I was not really sure what to expect. I know we said they had kind of more chill vibes.
It was not chill.
It was
there was
not chill
nothing chill
vibes.
about it. They had a full ass drum line out there.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, I saw one drum go boom and my head went but I was there was a rail in front of us and I was right there on that rail the
Living
entire
your best
time.
life.
I was living. We can probably insert a clip here because I know you took one.
Yeah.
Of me because I separated myself from the group, just to be really in it and really involved in what was going on, and I was living for it.
You were definitely in your own world out there.
Oh yeah, I posted an Instagram story at random, which I don't do often.
I was shocked.
and it said, never been happier.
And I think that was actually
it was my
accurate.
truth in that moment that I had never been
actually
happier.
accurate.
Like I was over the moon.
Well, we've been really into the EDM and DJ scene. So we're excited today to see Louis the Child perform.
Oh yeah.
I have been, honestly, I think of all the DJs, I think that's who I listen to the most, I would say. Especially in my freshman year of college. Their songs, that's just all I played to get ready. Like, to go out, those were the anthems of my freshman year of college.
I love a DJ. I love DJs, love the EDM scene. But if I had to rank DJs, I really think that they're number one because, like, bop after bop after bop. I saw them at Electric Forest, and
they have so many good collabs
incredible.
too, and it's like always just perfect.
Their vibes are
Icona
immaculate.
Pop, Quinn 92.
I can't say enough good things about them. I love them.
But we're really excited to see them. We're also going to try to sneak and see Mount Joy.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get to see them too. And then finally, at the end of the night,
Queen Mother.
We're going to swing over. We're going to try to catch some of Lana's set. We're really excited about that too.
If you can't tell by our outfits,
we
we were very inspired.
The inspo for our outfits today was Lana headlining, so we're super excited to see her too. And honestly, close out the weekend with hopefully some chiller vibes.
Chill vibes tonight. Movie, takeout.
Recover big time from this weekend. It's been a lot of fun though, and we hope you guys enjoyed our, recapping every day what we saw. Our first time having interviews on.
It's been crazy.
New merch, new season,
new everything. New year.
But we're really excited, and we hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye everyone.
Bye.